Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Temple of Know Thyself. I and I reasoning. We're back again. Today is the 23rd of the 6th, 2024. I have to make sure I get this right, yeah? I always been saying 2023. I'm going 1 year back, but no, it's 2024. I hope everyone is blessed. Welcome back to another reasoning, another Sunday. Give thanks. Give thanks for life, man. Give thanks for seeing another Sunday. And we appreciate it very much. Yeah, man. Sunday again. Time waits for nobody. It's constantly moving. So you gotta move. It doesn't wait for you. Doesn't wait for you. It's not gonna say, yeah, let me wait for you while you do this. Nah. Time waits for no one. So let the show begin. Let's start again. All right. How has my week been? Back to the gym. As I say, it's my wife. I use gym as goal setting. It helps me to deal with my challenges. If I have stress, anxiety, it helps me to stay focused. It gives me a sense of want to live because the different type of challenges that we have. So today's show, we're going to be covering all of those kind of things. Yeah, because I've been speaking to some people and reasoning. And I just want to share my thoughts on some of those things that I've picked up along the week, you know? So, living with parents, my children, goal setting, leveling yourself, believing in yourself, self-confidence, teaching our children like independence. So those are the things we're going to cover in and put some things in place so we can all benefit from. So yeah, as you know, every Tuesday I have a personal challenge. And we're going to come to that one. So this is, as I said, time waits for no one. This is the 5th week. Last week was 6th. This is the 5th week we're going into now, yeah? We have 5 weeks left. Which is that challenge that I'm doing. Actually, I'm doing quite a number of challenges. So this particular challenge is the fasting, intermittent fasting. So we have 5 weeks left, and I'm actually looking forward to finishing it and then see what I look like at the end of that 5 weeks. So as I say, from Monday to Friday, I do intermittent fasting, and I break my fast roughly about 6:30 onwards. Saturday and Sunday, I play around with what time I want. Yesterday, I think I broke it around 2 o'clock. Today, I broke it around 2 o'clock as well. So, Saturday and Sunday is like a treat day for me. But Monday to Friday, I'm very strict with that. And I get to indulge in some of the things that I want. However, I'm so strict. You might not find it indulging. Like I still stick to my certain kind of eating regimen. Can't pronounce that word. But the only treat I have is like lentil crisp. I had a nourishment bar this week, so that's it. That's my kind of like treat. Nothing special. I can't, man. I can't really go off the path that much because of the work I put in. So I kind of stick with it, even though Saturday and Sunday is meant to be kind of relaxed day. But such is life, isn't it? Anyway, so every Tuesday I do a Pacific challenge, which is rowing, and that is 5,000 meters. Last week Tuesday, I came in at 21:27, and this Tuesday that went, I came in at 21:25. So your boy did good. I'm very, very proud of myself. I've managed to take 2 seconds off. This Tuesday, I don't know what I'm gonna do. However, I keep raising the bar. And we're gonna go a bit more in depth later on about having challenges and believing in yourself and pushing yourself and motivating yourself that you can be successful. And I'm showing you how it's done here. And it's not easy, by the way. You know, it's not easy because that time keeps coming down. And all last week, I went on the internet and I was studying, looking at techniques. As I was saying, now I'm going to warm up 1 minute. That's what I did before I started to beat this time. I warmed up properly. I relaxed, put myself in a state of mind. And you can choose, I changed up, like I put, on the machine, you can put like a rowing partner with it. So I had someone I'm racing against the computer. So I used that, and then that kind of helped me a little bit. But the main thing was relax. I kept relaxing, telling myself just breathe, relax, and pacing. I didn't rush off. So that's going to be the same kind of technique I'm going to do this coming week. And we're looking forward to beating that 25 seconds, which is a challenge. So for the next 5 weeks, we're going to work our best to achieve our personal goals of raising the bar for the next 5 weeks. So let's see what happens with that. But it's just those little things. It's looking at the little things that can help you. So that's what I was researching. Make sure that I sit properly, push, pull, because I'm learning all this stuff. Rowing is not pull. It's not about using the power. I've got the power at the top, but it's not about that. It's about using your feet. Yeah. I've got the endurance, but the race is never for the swift. It's not about using endurance. No, you'll burn yourself out. So it's just finding a steady pace, and that's what this is about. Life, isn't it? Finding your zone where you fit in, and just go at your pace. Because everything else is happening around you, but don't fall into other people's trap. It means other people's business. Stay in your lane. Stay focused. Everything is happening around you, but you stay focused on what you're working to achieve, what you want in life. Yeah. So that's why I like the gym. So that's my foundation. Why I have these conversations around that, the imperative importance of having some structure in your life, and the gym plays a big part. Apart from that, Mum's okay. She's doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. We're all doing our thing. I think my brother just came round. They've taken her shopping. So she should be back in a minute. Or you'll hear the buzzer. So did a bit of cleaning in the garden. That's what I said. That's my personal goal. I need to tidy up. So for the next 5 weeks, I spend a couple of hours out there doing bits and pieces, just making it look presentable. So as I look out the window, I can see the small improvements. The small improvements. So we're getting there. We're taking our time. As I said, it's not about a rush. Just, you see the bigger picture. I've got a big garden, by the way. And all the stuff came from next door, my neighbor, man. They were cutting their grass and all the seeds come up, and like my garden was clean, man. But everything just come into my garden now. It just started growing wild. So I've got new plants I've never even seen, or new weeds. And so I have to control that. So that's what I have to do. So that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, that's it. Those are the little basic things. Oh yeah, by the way, my Father's Day, after I finished the show, my children did call me. They called me a bit late to wish me happy Father's Day. But as I just said, you let them, they will call you at their own pace. But I want to touch on some stuff with them as well. Regarding children. They called me yesterday because we're a family, we're sharing. I'm sharing how you deal with challenges and all these kind of stuff, and how things, a different perspective of how I see things and how I deal with those things. And you might be in those predicaments and use, there's a saying I wrote down here actually. A smart man learns from his mistake, while a wise man watch the mistakes and does not make them. Yeah? A smart man learns from his mistakes, while a wise man watches the mistakes and does not make them. Yeah? So that's what the show is about. It's Temple of Know Thyself, I and I reasoning. We're just reasoning. Because we all have different challenges and we deal with them in different ways, and we're just sharing. That's what it's about, isn't it? Ubuntu, African proverbs. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. Ubuntu, Swahili. So experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. Yeah? Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. I was just taking notes and some ideas, writing them down. So my children called me yesterday. They're like, yo, Dad, we want to go and watch a movie. Can you just give us some money? So I was busy. I said to them, you know what? I'm shopping. I'll call you back. So when I finished shopping, I called them back. And I said to them, listen. And that's why I said those quotations, innit? Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. And that's what the show is about. We're just sharing. It's Temple of Know Thyself. We're not judging nobody. We're just having a conversation and just sharing how we can learn from each other. A smart man learns from his mistakes, while a wise man watches the mistakes and does not make them. So that's why I'm using those quotations. They're going to be like the foundation of my show, and then move around it to just center you. So you're standing on your square. So they said to me they want to go to the cinema and they need some money. So my reply was that, listen, you guys, I'm not a cash machine, You don't just call me up and ask for money. I said to them that I've been trying to call you guys because I call them more than they call me, and you hear from last week's show. That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll call when they want to call. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying to them, don't be comfortable of just picking up the phone and calling me when you want something. Now, I explained to them the reason why I'm giving them the money, because it was their birthday, and I asked them what they wanted, and my daughter said she wanted money, so I kept the money for both of them. They're twins, so I put the money down aside. I said no problem, because every time I go to see them, they're never around or something, so I kept the money. So I explained to them, listen, you guys are lucky. The reason you're getting the money, because this is your birthday present, like a couple months ago, that I've kept on. However, please get in your mind, don't expect me to give you money every time you just call, just randomly like that. Because me as a parent, and I made a note here, like, teach your children to be independent, okay? What I'm saying to my children, listen, the communication is both ways. Don't let me just keep chasing you guys to check and see how you are, but you don't do it. And the only time and I always say that to them, the only time you're calling me is if you need something. It doesn't work like that. Yeah? Because you have to learn to survive. When I'm not here, how are you going to survive? So I explained to them, the only reason you're getting this money is because this is your birthday present. But get this idea, that's what I said, get this idea out of your head. Next time you call, I'm not giving you nothing. Yeah? Unless you make a conscious choice or decision to pick up the phone and keep calling me, and we're having a conversation both ways, not just me calling you, you guys interacting with me. Yeah? Because I try my best to call them. Sometimes they're not around, I leave a message, they don't call back, which is cool. However, I'm teaching them. That's your role as a father, isn't it? Experience is the best teacher. To the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. So I'm imprinting certain standards, what I expect from them. Because when they have their children, a smart man learns from his mistakes, while a wise man watches the mistakes and doesn't make them. That's why I do all these podcasts. So they'll have, because they can hear I'm talking about them. This only happened yesterday, Saturday, today's Sunday. So they can listen to it and say, yeah, okay, yeah, here's the evidence. And they're like, no, he's not lying. He said the same thing. What he's saying to you on the podcast, so they can hear it. Like, yeah, he did say that. Because Ubuntu, I am because we are, because I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. We're a family. We're sharing. That's what you do. You share. You explain things. It's called positive criticism. Yeah. So someone else who listens to that and say, yeah, you know what? I think my children are taking the piss. They're sitting at home and expecting me to cook for them. Like, no. Get up and go and do some shopping. Be a bit independent, man. Come and figure out some stuff for yourself. What happens when I'm not here? So that's what we're doing. We're teaching them so they can learn to be a bit independent for themselves. Be a bit, have some responsibility. Pick up the phone, check up on your parents. You know what I mean? Find out how they're doing. It have to be a long conversation. Anyway, so they're aware of that. Then today, my big son calls me and says, oh, Dad, can I borrow it? Because now he knows the twins got away with it. And I said to him, no, I'm going to give you a lecture here, bruv. I explained the same story I'm telling you. I said, the reason they got the money is because it was their birthday present. So my son, we speak during the week. His argument was, well, Dad, I call you now and then. I said, no, you've only called me because you've been going through your exams. You're calling me because you're telling me you're doing your exam. If it wasn't for your exam, you wouldn't call me. I call you And I don't have no exam. I call you because I'm being kind, I'm concerned. I want to know how you're doing and so forth. That's what I'm calling you. I don't call you to tell you I'm doing A, B, and C. So his argument was, yeah, I call you. Yeah, you're calling me, tell me something. And I'm encouraging you and supporting you and saying, yes, you can do it. You're going, before you go into exam that you had last week, he's telling me. So he runs 2 businesses. He sells clothes and he does IT. So if you need any IT stuff, he does websites and stuff like that, just hit me up and I'll pass the message on to him. So I'm saying to him, like, what happened to your 2 businesses that you're doing? He goes, all right. He had some money and he invested it back into his clothing business. And my response was, I gave him a couple of responses. I'm like, firstly, why would you invest all your money back into the business? You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah? He's like, yeah, but that. I'm like, listen, man, since you've been with me, I'm the one who's pushing you to be an entrepreneur. I'm explaining something to you. Yeah? So first, him being with me, I'm glad something's rubbed off, because I had him for 5 years, and there's that same conversation about him washing my car. He had to learn how to write an invoice, the name of the company, the date. That's how you hear me start. I write the date. I have notes here. Every time I start a podcast, I write the date. Yeah? So I can flick back in these notes. I have notes here and see what, even if I scribble bits and pieces, that the date is there and what the subjects I talked about, my time, and you know what I mean? Just bullet points. I'm teaching him to organize, and I'm saying to him, like, he goes, he needs some money. I said to him, but bruv, you run a business. You should know business is going to have its ups and downs. Why would you invest all the money? He's like, man, I don't need no lecture. I'm like, I'm lecturing you. I'm telling you how your business is and how you should run your business. You should always have a backup bit of money. And I said to him, me and him had a business. We were selling stuff on eBay, some stuff we found in the house. And I said to him, I still got, which was like a couple of years ago, I said to him, I still got that money sitting there down. Like 250, we made like £500. I got more than him. Yeah, he got about 200, I got about 250. So I said to him, I still got my 250. He goes, right, you still? I'm like, yeah. If I ain't got no use for it, I'm not just gonna spend it. But I said to him, I'm using that money to improve on the equipment that I'm talking now. Yeah. As I'm learning to do this podcast, I realized, there's some other equipments I need. So I said to him, I'm doing my research, but I haven't found what I need now. Yeah, I need your help because you're busy. I've just chilled. So I said to him, okay, the stock you've got, if you don't sell it by next week, come and see me and we can sit down and have a conversation. He said, Dad, I know you've got the money. I'm like, no, it's not about me having the money. I'm teaching you to be a bit independent, because when I'm not here, what are you going to do? Yeah? I want you to be able to think for yourself, because that's what the show is about. We all have our own challenges. However, by you just spending that hour, half an hour, 45 minutes with me, you can leave this show and I've somehow been able to stimulate you so you can go about making some informed choices about your life and some of the actions. Because people will not always be there for you, family and friends. And that's what I'm trying to teach my children now. Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. A smart man learns from his mistakes, while a wise man watches the mistakes and doesn't make them. Yeah, that's the foundation. So we've both run businesses. We've both, you know what I mean? I'm pushing him. I'm saying to him, look, try it, do it. But learn from your mistakes, because I'm not going to be here. It's not my business. It's your business. The podcast is nothing to do with you. It's mine. I remember in the beginning, my son was like, "Oh, Dad, man," but because he was teaching me, and he got fed up. So what he done, he recorded on the phone. He recorded how I must do editing, and he gave it to me, and I had to keep going back to that because starting the editing was difficult. So I had to learn, and I had to find smart ways to learn, because when he is not around, I used to call him up, and he's like, "I'm busy," he's not answering his phone. I'm like frustrated because I need to publish it. Now I've got you. I'm learning. I'm actually learning. I've learned things that he never taught me because the software is there. This is a software I'm using that he gave me. Everything he gave me apart from the laptop. He gave me all the softwares. I bought everything, the mic, but he gave me the software. But I didn't understand the software. So I had to adapt. So I used the tools, which was that recording that he gave me, and I had to work around it. So I still got that recording to the day. So I'm teaching him the same way. Each one teach one, Ubuntu. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. It's the community, sharing. We're sharing our experience. So experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. So I'm saying to him, okay, no problem. Go away for the week, then come back. I just don't want to give you the money. I want you to go through the process of learning and understanding what you have done. Then you might turn around and say, I don't need the money. That's good on you. You know what I'm saying to you? I give him the 5 P's. He said, yeah, but I am proper planning prevents poor performance, because he wants to buy something to go and perform, some play or something. I'm like, well, you should have budgeted properly from a month ago. I said to him, I budget from the start of the year. We call it short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals, what we want to do. If you go back to my podcast, I've been saying from January, February, I'm going to go away on holiday March, but after April, May, I'm going to come back and start my training. Bam. Yeah. Once I finish this training, I'm going to most likely run on to the end of the year. That's the midterm, because this is the short term. So when we get to the end of the 5 weeks, I'm going to do an assessment of myself. And then I'm going to say, okay, these bits I'm going to do, these bits I didn't like. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm assessing. And then I'm going to stretch it again to the end of the year. That's the midterm. Then the long-term goal, because I'm not going away till March, God willing. That's the long-term goal. I'm going to flick it over because I've got the support in Uganda to help me with some of my training. Not the full training, because I want to continue it until I'm 50. That's the long-term goal. It's a lifestyle. So you can't just think short. You got to think long-term, but you break it down into small pieces. That's what I'm trying to explain to him. And by me doing these shows, he will listen to the show. All my children. It's just that my 2 children are young. He's the oldest one. He's going to be 18 next year. So I'm teaching him to be independent. He has to be responsible. I said to him, when you're 18, the house I've got, you have to step up. You have to start playing a part. Yeah? It's for you. You're taking over the baton. Because when I'm not around, you're the one who's responsible. If you're going to put a tenant in there, you're going to have to, you know what I mean? I'm working on getting a tenant in there, but you're going to have to take that over. So he has to get back to me by next week, and then we sit down and we do an assessment, and then if he hasn't raised the money, I have to give him a loan. He asked me for a loan. I said to him, no, go and figure out, go on network, go and speak to other people. So that's what he said. Oh, that's a good idea. That's what I'm saying to him. I'm sharing my experience. Go and speak to other people. Don't just come to me. Because when I'm not around, what are you going to do? Who are you going to go to? So now he's broadened his horizon. Like he's going to go and speak to other family members. Which I said, yeah, I'm just here to stimulate your mind to see things from different aspects. But that story applies to all of us. I'm just teaching my son that can be you in general life, in a relationship, business, work. Just use the same template and figure out the answer for yourself. All right. So, I want to talk about living with your parents because it follows on what I'm saying to my son. I'm saying to him, listen, once he gets his result next month, he will have to decide based on his grades what university he's going to go. And a smart man learns from his mistakes, while a wise man watches the mistakes and doesn't make them. Yeah. I bought my first house at 30, living with my parents, living with my mum. And I'm trying to explain to my son that, yes, I know you want your independent. I'm not stopping you from having your independent. However, I'm giving you an option. I'm saying to him that, and this is about using your wisdom, I'm saying to him, if he does decide to go to university, live between your mum and my mum's place, because we've got a spare room. And because I know you're a young man, make sure you have condoms. Yeah, we have to be real in it. There are bed and breakfast, Holiday Inn, Travel Lodge, Airbnb. You want to have your fun on the weekend? Bam, go away and do your thing. Because if you live with your parents, there are many benefits. Yeah? Because I'm practicing what I preached. When I lived at my mom's house before I moved out, because I wanted to come back, living at my mom's house, I ran a business, plus I was working. Yeah? I was able to save money. Because I wasn't a fool. I didn't follow everybody else. And when I was 30, I was able to buy my first property, 2-bedroom property, just like 15 minutes from my mom's house. All I had to do is contribute a little bit of rent, like pay gas bill or something, like a small amount of money. And I would do the same for my children. I will give them the same opportunity that was given to me. So that's what I'm trying to instill in his head. You know what I'm saying? You still have your life to live. But so far, I haven't guided you wrong when it came to business. I'm saying to you, like, play around, learn, make mistakes, learn, course. That's why I don't want to give you the money. Learn, for your experience is the greatest teacher. Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. That's what I'm teaching you. I can't always be there for you. Life in general teaches us this. The podcast is teaching you this. I'm not there for you. I'm just sharing. It's for you to use your experience in whatever situation you are in. It's me using the gym, how to beat the time. I have to program my mind. I've started from Wednesday. I was surprised. I beat myself. I was like, right, 21, 25 seconds. How can I get 21, 24 seconds? What do I have to do different? I went on the internet. I looked at technique. I said, let me warm up. Let me relax. Let me breathe. Let me, meditate. Let me think about what I'm doing. Because it's me. I'm in the race. It's just me against myself. There's nobody else I'm racing with. I can do it. I just have to tweet and learn and move this and that and just listen to my body and how, go to sleep on time and have a positive mindset. And not just, it's a mixture of different things that come together that makes that person. So I'm saying to him, like, the advantage, I will let you know what happens because he still has to make that choice. There's no right or wrong. I'm just sharing. A smart man learns from his mistakes, while a wise man watches the mistakes and doesn't make them. That's what I'm saying to him. Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. If you want to be successful and have a good start in life, I'm saying have your fun outside, but jump from parents to parents. Yeah, we might get pissed off with you, but it's the best way for you to survive and move, because you get to save money. That's one of the benefits. Your rent won't be so expensive as living outside. You have the ability to work on your ideas. So the two business that he does, you can expand on that because you'll have more resource. You won't need my help or your mother's help because you've got the capital now. So I had the capital from running my business and working, and I living at my mom's house. My mom even gave me some extra bit of money and I was able to buy the property. I took that property, kept it for a bit. When the market was high, took it, flipped it, took that money and spread the money around. That's what I said to him today. I didn't took all my money to Africa. I took some of it because if I can't get into Africa, that's all my exit. So I said to him about the investment. Why did you put like £400 into clothes? I'm like, why did you put all of that? Look at me. I'm saying to him, I don't do all of that. I spread my money around. I put some in the ISA. I put some in a higher interest account. I put into properties. You get what I'm saying? I do my own, partner. You know what I mean? Have different streams of income. One coconut, Caribbean saying, Jamaican saying, one coconut full of basket in it. It's the little pennies that come together that fall, and it's what you do with the money. So you don't need a lot of money. People think you need a lot of money. It's how you handle money. It's like having a woman in it. You don't need a lot of woman. You just need one good woman. It's how you handle the woman. I lie. You know what I'm saying to you? It's how you handle it. So these are the foundation I'm trying to teach him. So being at your parents' house and having the right parents around you to support you, I want you to experiment and fall down with businesses and break up business and start again and stuff. I'm teaching you to be independent. I'm giving you the platform to make mistakes, because mistakes is where you're going to learn from. That is where your experience comes from. It's a template for everybody in life. You have to make mistakes. Failing is not a bad thing. Because through failing, from me not getting the rowing on time, remember I failed a couple of weeks ago, but I went back and looked at my technique and this and that, and now I'm on the run, and then there's going to be a stagnated point, because now I'm going to have to go that little bit extra. Same saying to my son, you're going to have to go with a little bit extra. I've been speaking to a lot of people lately who's dealing with stress. And this is why, for me, stress, we're not in the same boat. We can't live together. Me and stress are not friends. Money is always chasing me, by the way. Money is chasing me. Like, money's always looking around the corner for me like a crackhead. It's like, where's Russell, man? Money is my best friend. It's always looking for me. Stress is like oil and water. Stress is trying to run away from me. We do not fit in the same place. And the reason I say that for me, because my way of dealing with stress is hitting the gym. I have quite a few friends I've been speaking to recently that are dealing with a lot of stress, anxiety. And I say to them, you need to find an outlet. And that's what the show is about. It's just sharing ideas. It's a deep breath. That's one of the meditation, yoga, writing, eating. My eating habit has totally changed. I'm on fish. I eat fish. I just finished fish today. Fish and egg I've had. 2 mackerel, 2 eggs, and 2 flatbreads. That was my dinner. and what do you call it? These mix up kind of nourishment kind of thing, man. Protein powder thing. I'm only using it till it's finished. I'm not really in it, but it just because the deal was there, I took it. So your eating is so important. Deep breathing, getting enough sleep, listen to the music, man. Very tranquil. Change your surrounding. Go for a walk in the park. Yeah? Meet friends. Listen to podcasts. Something to stimulate you. Getting sleep and exercise and eating and breathing. Taking time. Say, I love myself. If you can't say it, let me say to you, I love you. Work on your time management. I love you. You know? Smile. Be happy. Be at peace. I don't get stressed. We can't live in the same house. My way, do I get annoyed? Yeah, I get annoyed. But do I get stressed? Nah. Something pisses me off. But I get over it. Because I go to the gym. It gets rid of deep breath, yeah. Anxiety, frustration, and whatever is clogging me up. I'm like everybody else, you know. I have my challenges. But getting up at 6 in the morning to be at the gym, like 6:30, 6:40-ish, starting the exercise, for me, it's the starting bit, it's the challenging bit. Once I start, I'm okay. And then when I'm into it, it's that, I feel at one with myself. I feel I've achieved something. I've done something. I feel nice. I feel tranquility. I feel peace. Because I've done something. I've done something what other people are not willing to do. So that's my way of dealing with stress. So I've given you some ideas there. Find ways to help you and support you in the challenges that you have, because we all have challenges. My son, myself, my mum. You see, I don't take on my mom's burden. I support her. You know that she has her eating habits. I try to help her. Cool. Didn't work. Step back. I told my son about the garden. I was saying to him, like, I have to take responsibility for this garden. My mom can't do it. She's not well. I have to do it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm going to take my time. I have 5 weeks to finish my training. So just a couple hours a week. Time management. Take my time. Spend a couple hours, 2-3 hours, and that's what I've done. You can see the progress, slowly. Look at this program I started. I'm down to 5 weeks. When I said I'm going to do 2 months and a bit of this fasting, intermittent fasting, it's like, right, man, that's hard. That's a big challenge. Something difficult to do. However, time waits for no one. Time management. I just took a week at a time. So when this week comes to an end, I've literally got 4 weeks, 1 month, just July. Then at the end of July, that's what I said, I will tweet it. I'm going to probably keep most of it, but instead of breaking my fast at 6:30, I'll probably break it between 4 to 5-ish. You know what I mean? And it depends on the day. Now in winter time, I probably wouldn't do that. Winter time, I'll probably break it at 1 or 2. But for summer, everyone's lively, is light, bright. You know what I mean? Kind of chilled out, relaxed. I'm okay. As long as I can drink water. But sometimes I struggle to drink a lot of water, I won't lie. I drink a lot of water when I'm training in the gym, but then when I get to work, I struggle to drink like a litre of water. I have to force myself to drink the water. So time management is important. Setting goals, leveling yourself up, believing in yourself, self-confidence. Have faith in yourself. The gym, someone's asked me like, what's the benefits have you noticed so far? Everything I just said. Leveling myself up, believing in myself, self-confidence, my self-awareness. Self-awareness in the sense that, you know what? I'm like, you know what? It's small little tips. And here we go again. Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistake. I'll give credit. I used to do it, but not to this extent. Self-awareness. Since I've been training more. There's a particular colleague I have at my workplace. And this is how we can, especially as men, this one is for the men. How we can learn from each other. Because my sense of awareness has become, because of fasting as well. I'm giving credit to different things, but I'm just saying my awareness. I have one particular colleague, a French, Congolese guy, black guy. When he comes into work, his smell is off the hook, man. The smell is off the hook. Guy's always smelling sweet. Give him his flowers, man. You know what I did? I went to just a local shop and I bought some perfume to carry in my bag. What does it say? A smart man learns from his mistake, while a wise man watches the mistakes and doesn't make them. Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. Do you know what I did? I bought perfume and carry it in my bag. He has a similar bag to me. We're the only two guys that go to work with a bag. That's my little handbag. Mine's something like a little rucksack. And I put all my little bits and pieces in there, and I buy a little perfume. I put in there. You know what? And I spray myself during the day, just to make myself feel good. Presentation. Just being around the right people can uplift you, can empower you. Let's use my mom's word, encourage you. Listening to a podcast, being in the gym, meeting the right friends, breathing, going to bed early, changing your eating habits. It all starts with you. Being aware. So now I have a bit of perfume on me, and now I'm into perfumes. So the person's asked me like, you can see, and I won't go back now. That's a skill that I've learned, and I'm going to pass on to my children. Yeah, man, have a little bit of perfume, man. And it doesn't have to be expensive, like £5, £6, £7, even £3, £4. Just cheap perfume. You just spray on yourself during the day. And that's what I do now. 3-4 times a day, I have it. Just to make myself smell nice. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. This takes away stress. I said we can't live in the same space. Loving yourself is such an important thing. So the gym has different positive outcomes for me. The exercises I'm doing are changing. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning new things. My body's adapting to different exercise. I'm challenging myself. That's about leveling myself up. I'm setting new goals. You know what I mean? I'm seeing that when I make short videos, I wasn't really into it. Like people, I see that I get a couple hundred views on some of the short videos. These long podcasts I do, I'll be lucky if I get 20. I still like the long videos though, because I'm working. People don't really see me. But my friend's like, nah, Russ, you have to make the short videos. Then sometimes people don't want to watch the long videos, so you have to make these 1 minute, 2 minutes video. So that's it. But the positive aspects of you doing something positive with your life has so many. It's that ripple effect, isn't it? So next will be my clothes. My style of clothes will change because I'm losing weight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna see what happens. Because some clothes are baggy on me. However, it's about sustaining it. If you sustain it, then I'll have to change my clothes. If I go back, I don't want to go back though. That's the thing. It's like when you've been exposed to knowledge, I think it says in all religious books, once you know, you know. Even the hair on your body will speak against you on the day of judgment. Because once you know, you know. What does it say? Experience is the best teacher to the fool who cannot learn from other people's mistakes. A smart man learns from his mistake, while a wise man watches the mistakes and doesn't make them. So once you know, you know. And I've got an opportunity, and I don't want to let this opportunity go. I don't want to let it go, because I'll be a fool. I'm in a good position, and I want to keep pushing myself and see how far I can go. So the show is just about encouraging you, from my son to myself to my mum to the listeners to friends and family. It's just about encouraging you, and whatever challenges you're going through, embrace them, because they're there to it's a lesson in there. If you look at it, it just depends on your outlook. The rowing is a lesson. Like, you can do things. And the guy that I energy, he's like, you need to stop. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to stop. Don't want to stop yet. I will stop, but not yet. Let's see what happens in the next 5 weeks. That's my personal goal. My personal goal, and I'm pointing out there to the universe, I would like, and I'm being very conscious of the word I'm using, I would like for the next 5 weeks to break 5 records for the next 5 weeks. Even if it's 1 second or half a second, I'll take it. That is the goal. And then after that, you change. You try something else. I think I might stop doing the 5,000 and maybe go to 2,000. Because there's different type of programs you can do on the machine. There are programs there. I've just chosen a challenging one. And I'm quite impressed. I'm quite impressed with myself. Anyway, that's today's show. It was just Temple of Know Thyself, just a reasoning of higher consciousness and just getting you to believe in what you want to do in life and have faith. And remember, people are not always going to be there for you. We want you to learn and grow as a person and gain the experience, because the experience is the best teacher. That's all we're going to take away is memories. Memories that make you happy, that make you smile, that make you thankful. So that's it. Have a blessed and wonderful Sunday. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. And we will reason again. This is Temple of Know Thyself. You have a blessed and wonderful